So how far from that point of you realizing that basketball was just over did it take for you to fall in love or get an interest in music and rapping?
Um, Maybe another like 3 years or so.
Oh, okay.
Cause I used to be with Tone, Tone and DB and them,
Yeah.
and everything. And then Tone was rapping. When I seen he was rapping, I was like, okay, cool. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? You rap. It was, back then it was different. Like we didn't really like. I knew like Big Rich, I knew Queen and all of them, but it was like I knew them as like big homies. You feel
Yeah.
me? Your boy was
Yeah.
rapping at that time, Rich Rocker. So it was like, okay, nah, these niggas is low key famous.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
me
Right.
and Tone was riding around. We coming from the gym hooping and everything, just getting workouts in and all that. And he throwing his music, and I'm like, oh, this you?
Tone had music before.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
You know.
so. Who were your like early influences, hip hop wise, on a national level, and on a Bay Area, on a local scene? You mentioned Rich Rocker. You mentioned Big Rich. You
Mm-hmm.
mentioned San Quinn. Like, were there any other influences
Um,
locally that kind of helped you decide that this is something you want to do?
I'm not gonna say that they helped me decide that that's what I really wanted to do, but it was just like seeing them do it.
Yeah.
Was like it was dope because I was like, them watching Fully Loaded.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Do their thing. Quinn
Yeah.
obviously was, he was Jay-Z to us growing up and
Absolutely.
everything. You feel me? So
Definitely.
them, then Messy Marv and all of that. So just seeing that whole just makeup of it was just tight. Then Fresh Money, you feel me? He was another like somebody that I just seen rap, and I was like, okay, I know, bruh.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
watching him rap, and he actually tight. You feel me? Cold Red, all of them. They had the fire department.
Oh yeah.
So when
Back
I start,
then,
when I start seeing them do their thing, it was like, damn, okay, well, I actually know niggas that actually do this. You feel
Yeah.
me? So it was like it wasn't so far fetched. But to me, I just was going to the studio and everything. I mean, back then it was Tone, it was Jinx. They were what Legends Live Forever was at the beginning.
Okay.
You feel me? And then me hanging with DB and Ryan Rosario and all of them. Me and DB been cool since we was like 8.
Yeah.
So we was just hanging out, and I started coming with him to the studio and to hang out with them. Just because he's like, bro, we going to the studio, we rapping, and back then I was like, you rapping? What the fuck you doing? Like,
Yeah.
but it is what it is. I started going with them to the studio and was like, okay, cool. He just was like, bruh, jump on something. And I just was like, nah, I'm cool. It wasn't really my thing. I just couldn't see myself rapping at the time. So I was like, man, if I'm a rap, I got to take it serious. You feel me? I can't just be in here playing and then tomorrow I want to go do something else or I don't want to do no music. So,
That's a fact.
it took me a minute. So it took me another like year or so and some change maybe to really get in there and actually do a song. My first song, I just got in there and knocked out an 8. You feel me? And it went well, and niggas fucked with it.
Yeah. So just to fast forward a little bit, how did Legend Live Forever, the group that people know, if people know it, it's Troy, Tone, Rosario, and it's DB. How did that group form? How did that version of Legend Live Forever form?
I think at the time it was really like we had some events and everything where Jinx and DB, they ended up doing some time, going down and everything. So it was really just me and Tone kind of rapping, and it was Tone by itself because at the time I really wasn't committed to rapping. I wasn't really doing it like that. And then me and Rosario used to be together all the time. So
What year was
like,
this?
It's like 2006.
Okay.
You feel me? 2000, yeah, late 2006 or something.
Yeah.
So around that time, it was like, okay, cool, I'm doing music with him and everything like that, just so he wouldn't be the only person doing it. So I kind of felt like, okay, cool, if I'm gonna take it serious, I got to take it serious to help her. I can't just leave her out here, doing all the work. And so really, I think around that time, then Rosario, he started doing music with us more. We started doing songs with, like I say, with the fire department and all of that, with Cold Red, Fresh Money, and all of them. And we just started getting songs, and we started building our own buzz, being out at parties and everything. And literally, I think when DB got out, he got out maybe like, I forget exactly. It might have been like 2007
Yeah.
or something. When he came home, it was like, okay, we was already picking up steam. So he kind of
And that was the addition.
And that was the
and
addition.
that kind of sealed everything.
Right. But we had our boy Ant. Ant was rapping too because he had went down with them. When he got out, he got in there and was rapping with us too. You feel me? So it really was like 5 of us around this time. And then Ant kind of decided he didn't really want to do it no more.
Okay.
And then when DB came home, it was like, okay, cool, we up, let's go. You feel me? We already had the ball rolling and everything, so we was doing shows, we was moving around, and it just, it kind of.